Welcome back to the deep dive. Today, we're going deep into the sometimes confusing world of Social Security benefits.
Yeah, a lot of people find it pretty intimidating.
Right. We've got a whole stack of resources here, official guides from the Social Security Administration, application walkthroughs, all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
All to help equip you to navigate this system, whether you're applying for yourself or helping out a family member.
It can feel like a maze sometimes,
Yeah.
but with the right roadmap, it's actually surprisingly manageable.
Okay, let's unpack this.
Yeah.
First things first, how do you even qualify for these benefits? It all seems a bit mysterious.
Not as mysterious as you might think. It all comes down to Social Security credits.
Okay.
You earn these through work and paying Social Security taxes.
Got it.
The magic number you're aiming for is 40 credits,
40 credits, okay.
which is roughly 10 years of work for most folks born in 1929 or later.
Okay, so every paycheck I get contributes to my future benefit.
Exactly.
Now that's motivating.
Yeah, each dollar you earn that's subject to those Social Security taxes is like adding a brick to your financial foundation.
I like that. Okay, what about people with career breaks? Like they take time off to raise kids or care for a family member. Do they lose those hard-earned credits?
Right. Those credits stick with you even if you take time off.
Oh, phew.
They'll be there when you return to the workforce.
Okay, that's really reassuring. Now, what about folks with maybe a little bit more unique work situations, like household workers or farm workers?
Right.
Are they in the loop too?
Absolutely. For household workers, if you earn at least $2,700 in 2024, you're covered.
Got it.
Farm workers have a couple of options, either earning $150 or more in cash wages, or having their employer report at least $2,500 in agricultural labor expenses.
Okay, so there are multiple pathways for everyone to be included.
It's like Social Security casts this wide net, you know,
Yeah.
trying to include as many people as possible.
I like that. Okay, now one of our sources here really stressed the importance of reviewing your earnings record. Why is that so crucial?
Think of it like checking your bank balance, but for your future.
Okay.
Your benefit amount is directly linked to your lifetime earnings. So all those W-2s and tax returns,
Yeah.
they're not just for tax season.
Right.
They're building blocks for your retirement.
It makes you really think about them differently.
Yeah.
Okay, and the Social Security Administration even has this handy online portal called My Social Security.
Yes. Have you checked yours out?
I haven't yet. I need to.
It's amazing.
Oh, really?
It's like taking a peek into your financial future. You can review your entire earnings history, make sure everything is accurate and up to date so there are no surprises down the road.
So it's like peace of mind, right?
Exactly. It empowers you to be proactive about your financial well-being.
All right, so let's say we've checked our earnings record and we're eligible for retirement benefits. How do we actually APPLY? Is it like a mountain of paperwork and endless phone calls?
Actually, it's much simpler than you might think. The Social Security Administration has really streamlined the process.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Tell me more.
Okay, so the most popular way is applying online. They even have this handy checklist to guide you through it.
Oh, nice.
If you prefer like a human touch, though, you can also apply by phone.
Yeah.
Or even visit your local Social Security office in person.
Okay, so there's a path for every comfort level. Speaking of comfort, what about the documents needed? What should people have ready when they apply?
Think of it like packing for a big trip.
Okay.
You want to make sure you have everything you need.
Hmm.
First and foremost, your Social Security number. That's the key that unlocks everything.
Of course.
And you'll need your birth certificate, too, to verify your age.
Makes sense, proof of who you are and when you were born. What else should we pack in our metaphorical suitcase?
Well, the SSA likes to see documentation of your earnings, so gather those W-2s or self-employment tax returns, just for the past 2 years.
Gotcha.
And if you served in the military before 1968, be sure to have your discharge papers handy.
Okay.
These kind of paint a picture of your work history.
And of course, we need to tell them where to send the money, right?
Exactly. You'll need your bank's routing and account numbers for direct deposit.
Okay.
If you prefer like a prepaid option, there's also the Direct Express debit card.
Oh, yeah.
It's specifically designed for federal benefits. It's like a dedicated travel card just for your Social Security journey.
I love the analogy.
Yeah.
Lots of options, which is fantastic. One thing that caught my eye in the sources is the SSA's preference for original documents or certified copies.
Right.
Why the aversion to photocopies?
It's all about security and accuracy.
Okay.
Originals and certified copies provide this extra layer of protection against fraud,
Yeah.
and it ensures a smoother application process.
So it's like having a passport with all the right stamps.
Exactly.
It minimizes the chances of any hiccups along the way. Now, let's say someone encounters a bump in the road during the application process. What if they disagree with a decision made on their claim? What are their options?
So worry, you always have the right to appeal.
Okay, good.
The Social Security Administration has a really clear process for this, and it's all outlined in their publication, Your Right to Question the Decision Made on Your Claim. Publication number 051058.
Okay, so there is recourse if you need it.
It's like having a travel insurance policy for your benefits.
I like that. Now let's talk about the timing of retirement benefits. It's not just about applying, it's about when you apply. And this is where it gets really interesting.
It is. It is. It's like choosing the perfect moment to embark on your retirement adventure.
Okay.
There's so many factors to consider, and each choice comes with its own implications.
Let's map out this journey. First, when can someone actually start receiving benefits? I know there's a lot of talk about full retirement age, but is that the only option?
Nope, not at all. You can actually start as early as age 62. That's the earliest possible retirement age. Think of it like starting your vacation early. You get to enjoy it sooner, but your daily budget might be a little tighter.
Okay.
If you choose to start receiving benefits before your full retirement age, which varies depending on when you were born, your monthly payments will be permanently reduced.
A smaller check each month.
Yep.
That's an important trade-off to consider. What about waiting past SELTI, your full retirement age? Are there perks to delaying gratification?
Yes, and it's a significant one. For every year you delay receiving benefits beyond your full retirement age up to age 70, your monthly benefit will increase by a substantial 8%.
Whoa.
8%.
Think of it like letting your travel fund accrue interest. Patience can really pay off.
That's like a guaranteed return on investment. You can't get that just anywhere. Okay, another scenario. Let's say someone decides to work while receiving retirement benefits. Does that impact their payments at all?
It can, especially if you're receiving benefits before your full retirement age.
If your earnings exceed a certain limit, some of your benefits might be temporarily withheld. It's like having a part-time job during your vacation. It might affect your spending money.
Yeah.
However, once you reach your full retirement age, you can work and earn as much as you want without it affecting your Social Security benefits at all. You've reached your destination, you can enjoy your full travel allowance.
So freedom to earn once you hit that full retirement age milestone. Now, let's not forget about taxes. Are Social Security benefits taxable?
It depends on your overall income. If your combined income, which includes half of your Social Security benefits plus any other earnings you have, goes beyond certain thresholds, a portion of your benefits might be subject to federal income tax. It's like souvenirs you might have to declare at customs when you return from your trip.
Got it. So it's something to be mindful of as you're planning your retirement finances. Okay, before we move on, one of the sources brought up an interesting detail about retroactive benefits.
Oh, yeah.
Could you explain what those are and who might benefit from them?
Absolutely. Let's say you arrive at your destination and realize you could have gotten a refund for some travel expenses.
Okay.
That's kind of similar to retroactive benefits. If you apply for retirement benefits after your full retirement age, you can actually receive up to 6 months of retroactive benefits.
Really?
Which means you can backdate your application to receive those missed payments in a lump sum.
Oh, wow.
There's a catch, though. Opting for retroactive benefits means accepting a lower monthly benefit amount for the rest of your life.
It's like choosing between a smaller slice of cake every day or getting a whole extra cake now but smaller slices later. Lots to consider.
Yeah, it is.
You know, when we talk about Social Security, we often focus on the individual.
Right.
But the benefits extend beyond that, right?
They do.
What about family members? Can they benefit from someone's work record too?
You bet. Social Security benefits are often called family benefits because they can cover spouses, divorced spouses, and children. It's like a travel package that covers the whole family.
Okay, let's unpack that. First, spousal benefits. Who qualifies for those?
If you're receiving Social Security retirement benefits, your spouse might be eligible to receive benefits as well, even if they haven't worked enough to qualify on their own.
Oh, wow.
This includes spouses who are 62 or older.
Okay.
There's also a provision for spouses who are younger than 62 if they're caring for a child under 16 or a child with a disability who's receiving benefits based on your work record.
So Social Security recognizes the valuable contributions of caregivers even if they aren't the primary breadwinners.
Absolutely.
That's fantastic. What about diverse spouses? Can they also get in on this family package deal?
Indeed they can. If you were married for at least 10 years and are now divorced, your ex-spouse might be eligible to receive benefits on your work record once they reach age 62.
Okay.
The interesting thing is they can actually receive these benefits even if you haven't started receiving your own retirement benefits yet.
Oh, wow.
And as an added bonus, your ex-spouse receiving benefits won't affect the amount that you or your current spouse receive.
So even if the trip together didn't last, everyone can still enjoy the benefits. That's a relief for many. And finally, what about children?
Yeah.
Are they included in this benefit package as well?
Absolutely. Unmarried children who are under 18 or full-time students up to age 19 or have a disability that began before age 22 can potentially receive benefits based on a parent's work record.
Okay, so it's like adding your kids to your travel itinerary. Wow, Social Security really does consider all the different passengers on this journey,
It does.
ensuring everyone has a ticket to a secure future. Now, before we wrap up this leg of our deep dive, there's one more crucial connection we need to make the link between Social Security and Medicare.
Ah, yes, those two programs are very closely intertwined, especially as we approach retirement. Think of it like reaching your destination and having access to healthcare services.
So how exactly do they connect? What's the lowdown on enrolling in Medicare once someone becomes eligible?
If you're receiving Social Security retirement benefits, you'll be automatically enrolled in Medicare Part A, that's hospital insurance, when you reach age 65.
Okay.
But it's important to note that you'll need to actively sign up for Medicare Part B, which is medical insurance, to avoid any potential penalties.
Even if someone's not quite ready to retire yet.
Exactly. It's best to enroll in Part B around your 65th birthday, regardless of your retirement plans.
Okay.
It's like booking travel insurance in advance to cover any unexpected medical costs.
Got it.
Now, if you happen to be working and have health insurance through your employer, you might be able to delay Part B without facing penalties.
So there's some flexibility based on individual circumstances.
Exactly.
I know there's a lot more to unpack with Medicare, different parts and plans and options. But for today, let's just highlight a couple of key points from our sources.
Okay.
One program that really stood out was the Extra Help program.
Oh, yes, that's a good one.
It's like finding a discount on your travel medications. This program helps individuals with limited income and resources afford their Part D prescription drug coverage.
Yeah, it's like a safety net
Extra.
for those who need it most. Yeah, exactly. And one final point that stood out, the sources mention resources for help with other Medicare costs. Can you elaborate on that?
Absolutely. If you're facing financial challenges, your state might actually be able to help with Medicare premiums and other out-of-pocket costs like deductibles and copays.
Oh, wow.
It's like finding a local guide who knows the best deals and can really help you navigate the healthcare landscape.
I like that.
To explore these options, you can connect with your state medical assistance office, that's Medicaid, or your state health insurance assistance program, SHIP.
Okay, so it's like having a personal concierge for your Medicare journey. I already feel more prepared for this whole Social Security and Medicare adventure, don't you?
Definitely. And this is just the beginning. We've laid a solid foundation, but there's always more to explore.
That's right. And the best part is the Social Security Administration has a wealth of information and resources on their website, saa.gov.
They do.
Plus, you can always contact them directly for personalized guidance. They're like your travel agents, ready to answer your questions and help you plan your journey.
I love that analogy.
So don't hesitate to reach out. They're there to help. And we're back diving even deeper into this fascinating world of Social Security. You know, as we were going through all these resources, I was struck by how much emphasis they place on planning ahead.
Yeah, it really is key.
Really is.
I mean, it's kind of like packing for that big trip we talked about earlier.
Yeah.
You don't want to wait till the last minute and realize you forgot something essential, right?
Exactly. And when it comes to Social Security, it seems like those online calculators and estimators can be incredibly helpful for that planning stage.
Oh, absolutely.
Have you seen people using these tools?
Yeah, all the time.
And what kind of insights are they getting from them?
Well, those calculators are like having a personalized travel guide for your retirement journey. They let you play with different scenarios. So you can explore how, like, your age, your earnings history, potential spousal benefits, all those things factor in.
Right.
And see how they could impact your future payments. It's like getting a sneak peek at your destination and planning your itinerary accordingly.
I like that. Now, one thing that stuck out to me was that 8% increase for delaying benefits.
Yeah, that's a big one.
That's significant. Have you seen people making that choice?
Yeah, quite a few, actually. Especially folks who are in good health and plan to work a bit longer.
Okay.
They see it as an investment in their future,
Yeah.
Maximizing those monthly payments. Others might delay if they're a little worried about outliving their savings. That 8% annual increase acts like a buffer against inflation and potential healthcare costs down the road.
So it's like choosing a longer, more scenic route to your destination. You know the views will be worth the wait. Okay, so let's say I'm diligently planning, I'm using those online tools. What are some of the key landmarks I should be looking for as I craft my Social Security strategy?
First, pinpoint your full retirement age. That's like knowing the exact date you want to arrive at your destination.
Okay.
It's a moving target, though. It gradually increases to 67 for those born in 1960 or later.
Got it.
But knowing this magic number helps you map out when you can claim full benefits without any reductions.
That makes perfect sense. What else should we pack in our Social Security planning toolkit?
Your earnings history is crucial. It's like another piece of the map.
Okay.
Remember, the more you've earned over the years, the more scenic your route will be, metaphorically speaking, of course.
Right.
A higher earnings history translates to higher potential benefits.
So making those contributions really counts.
It does.
What about our fellow travelers? How does family fit into this whole planning process?
Social Security is definitely a journey you don't have to take alone.
Right.
If you're married, divorced, or have children, make sure to factor in those potential family benefits. Spouses, divorced spouses, or children might be eligible for benefits based on your work record. Explore those options and see how they might enrich everyone's travel plans.
It's like opting for a family-sized travel package,
Exactly.
making sure everyone has a comfortable journey. Now, one question that's probably on the minds of many listeners is how much they can actually rely on Social Security to fund their retirement. Is it a luxurious, all-inclusive resort or more like a cozy bed and breakfast?
That's the million-dollar question. Unfortunately, there's no one-size-fits-all answer.
Right.
Social Security is designed to replace a portion of your pre-retirement income.
Okay.
Think of it like a comfortable base camp for your retirement adventure.
Okay.
It provides that solid foundation, but you'll likely want to supplement it with other resources.
So like personal savings investments, maybe even like a part-time gig if you're up for it.
Exactly. A diversified approach is key here. It's like planning those exciting excursions and memorable experiences,
Right.
You wouldn't want to just rely on the base camp amenities.
Exactly. Got to get out there and explore a little. Now, shifting gears a bit, our sources also touched on disability benefits, which is an important aspect of Social Security that often gets overlooked, I think.
Yeah, you're right. It's not just about retirement. Social Security is also there to provide a safety net for individuals who become disabled and can no longer work.
So if someone's journey takes an unexpected turn, Social Security can help them navigate those challenges too.
It's like having travel insurance that covers those unexpected detours.
Exactly. Can you tell us a bit more about how disability benefits actually work?
Sure. To qualify for disability benefits, you have to meet the Social Security Administration's definition of disability.
Okay.
This means you have a medical condition that prevents you from working and is expected to last at least 12 months or result in death.
So it's not just about like a temporary setback.
Right.
It's about a condition that significantly impacts your ability to work.
Precisely. And the application process for disability benefits can be pretty rigorous. You'll need to provide detailed medical evidence and documentation to support your claim. They really want to make sure you're well equipped to handle this challenging terrain.
It sounds like a pretty challenging process.
It can be.
Are there resources available to help people navigate that application process for disability benefits?
Oh, absolutely. The SSA has a ton of information on their website, including step-by-step guides and checklists.
Okay.
Plus, you can always connect with a disability advocate or attorney who can help you gather all the necessary documentation.
Yeah.
And even represent you during the application process. It's like having a seasoned guide to help you navigate that unfamiliar territory.
It's reassuring to know that support is available. Now, one thing that I found really interesting in our research was this concept of work incentives for people receiving disability benefits.
Oh, yeah.
Can you explain what those are and how they work?
Sure. Work incentives are designed to encourage and support individuals with disabilities who want to explore returning to work. Think of it like a program that provides you with the necessary gear and training to embark on a new adventure.
I love that. That's such a positive aspect of the program.
It is.
It shows that Social Security isn't just about providing financial support, it's also about empowering people to achieve their goals.
Absolutely. And these work incentives offer a variety of benefits, like extended Medicare coverage, help with job training, and even the opportunity to test out working without losing your disability benefits.
Oh, wow.
It's like having that safety net while you're trying out a new path.
Yeah, it removes that fear of losing those benefits.
Exactly.
Allowing people to explore their options without jeopardizing their financial security.
Exactly. Now, you might be wondering about survivor benefits.
Yeah.
What happens if the main traveler on this journey, so to speak, is no longer there?
That's a question a lot of people have, especially when they're planning for their loved ones' futures.
Of course, it's a big one. Social Security provides survivor benefits to certain family members of deceased workers who have earned enough Social Security credits.
Okay.
These benefits are like a safety net for their loved ones, helping them navigate a really difficult terrain.
It's a way to ensure that their journey continues, even if they've lost their primary guide. Who exactly is eligible for these survivor benefits?
Typically eligible family members include a spouse, a divorced spouse who is married for at least 10 years, unmarried children under 18 or up to 19 if they're full-time students, and children with disabilities who became disabled before age 22.
So it's like extending that travel insurance to cover the entire family,
It is.
providing that sense of security and continuity. Now, let's talk about something that's incredibly important.
Yeah.
Protecting yourself from scams and fraud.
Oh, yeah. Big one.
Unfortunately, scammers sometimes target individuals, especially older adults, with promises of easy money or expedited benefits.
They do. It's terrible.
That's a scary thought. It's like encountering a deceptive tour guide who tries to lead you astray. What are some red flags that people should watch out for?
First and foremost, remember that the Social Security Administration will never call you out of the blue and demand personal information or immediate payment.
Okay.
They will never threaten to cut off your benefits or promise expedited services for a fee. Those are all big signs of a scam.
So if someone contacts you unexpectedly with those demands, it's like encountering a suspicious character on your journey.
Exactly.
Proceed with caution.
If you receive a suspicious call, just hang up and contact the Social Security Administration directly using the official phone number on their website.
Good advice.
And report any suspected scams to the Office of the Inspector General.
So protecting your Social Security benefits is like safeguarding your travel documents and finances. It's crucial for a safe and secure journey.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
Now, earlier we talked about appealing a decision if you disagree with the SSA's ruling. What if someone's application for disability or survivor benefits is denied? Do they have that same right to appeal?
Absolutely. The right to appeal extends to all Social Security benefits, including disability and survivor benefits. It's like having that option to change your travel plans if you're not happy with the initial itinerary.
I like that.
You can find detailed information about the appeals process on the SSA's website or in their publication, Your Right to Question the Decision Made on Your Claim. It's a publication number 0510058.
So there's always an opportunity to advocate for yourself.
Always.
And make sure that you're getting the benefits you deserve. Now, as we kind of wrap up this section of our deep dive, I want to shift gears and talk about something that I think is incredibly important, the human side of Social Security.
I love that you brought that up. Social Security isn't just about numbers and regulations, you know?
Right.
It's about people's lives.
Yes.
Their stories, their dreams.
Absolutely. And reading through these personal accounts of how Social Security has impacted individuals and families has been so inspiring.
It really is.
These stories remind us why Social Security matters.
They do.
They highlight the profound impact it has on people's lives, providing that sense of security and dignity and hope.
You know, for so many, Social Security is more than just a financial safety net.
It is.
It's a lifeline that allows them to live with dignity and pursue their passions.
It enables people to really focus on what truly matters.
Yeah.
Spending time with loved ones, pursuing hobbies, contributing to their communities.
Exactly. It's like knowing you have a reliable travel companion by your side, allowing you to fully enjoy the journey without constantly worrying about what's around the next bend.
That's beautifully said. These personal stories really bring the program to life
They do.
and demonstrate its importance in a way that statistics and regulations never could.
Totally agree.
They remind us that Social Security is more than just a government program. It's a reflection of our shared values as a society.
It really is.
It's about supporting one another and ensuring that everyone has the opportunity to live a fulfilling life, regardless of their circumstances.
Absolutely. And as we move into the final stretch of our deep dive, I think it's essential to keep these stories in mind.
And we're back for the final leg of our deep dive into Social Security. Those personal stories we talked about, wow, they really stick with you.
It's true. It's easy to get lost in the details and the regulations, but at the end of the day, it's all about people.
Yeah, real people's lives. So as we land this plane, what are some of the big takeaways for our listeners to keep in mind as they plan their own Social Security journey?
Well, we've covered a lot of ground, haven't we? From eligibility and applying to that whole strategic timing thing and family benefits, It's a pretty detailed roadmap.
Yeah, we really have. So let's recap those key landmarks one last time just to make sure everyone has their bearings.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay, first up, those 40 Social Security credits.
Right. They're like frequent flyer miles for retirement.
I love that.
Earn enough of them through work, and they'll be there waiting for you, even if you take a break from the workforce.
And while you're at it, check your earnings record.
Yes. So important.
It's like making sure your passport's up to date before that big trip.
Exactly.
And you can do it online pretty easily through that My Social Security portal. All right, next. Applying for benefits. You've got options.
We do. Online, by phone, in person. It's all about finding the method that best suits your travel style, so to speak.
I like that. And of course, don't forget to pack those essential documents.
Right. It's like having your boarding pass and itinerary all ready to go.
Exactly. You'll need your Social Security number, birth certificate, W-2s, tax returns, and any military discharge papers if that applies to you. Okay, now for the fun part, deciding when to start receiving benefits.
Yeah, that's a big one.
It's like choosing the perfect departure date for your retirement adventure.
It is.
Starting early at 62 might mean a smaller monthly allowance.
Right.
While delaying until 70 could result in a more generous payout.
That 8% yearly increase for delaying can really add up.
Yeah, but I guess it all comes down to what works best for your individual circumstances, right?
Exactly. And before you forget, don't forget about your travel companions.
Oh, yeah.
Spouses, divorced spouses, and children might also be eligible for benefits based on your work record. It's a journey you can share.
I love that Social Security. A family affair. It's like making sure everyone has a seat on the retirement express. Now, one last question before we sign off, and this is a big one. If you could design your ideal retirement plan, how would Social Security fit into it?
Ooh, that is a good question.
Right. Given all the variables we've talked about, the timing, working family benefits, it's like this personal puzzle to solve.
It really is. And there's no right or wrong answer. It's all about what works best for you.
And just like with any travel adventure, a little bit of planning goes a long way.
It does. Remember, the Social Security Administration has tons of resources on their website, sasa.gov.
Yep, and you can always reach out to them directly for some personalized guidance.
They're like your personal travel agents for retirement.
I love that analogy, so don't be shy. Contact them. Well, we've reached the end of our deep dive, and I have to say, I feel so much more knowledgeable about Social Security now.
Me too. It's amazing how much there is to learn about this program.
And hopefully our listeners feel the same way. We've really tried to break down this complex topic into bite-sized pieces, and make it feel less intimidating.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be scary.
Exactly. With a little bit of knowledge and planning, anyone can navigate the world of Social Security. So to all our listeners out there, thanks for joining us on this deep dive into Social Security. We hope you found it informative and maybe even a little bit empowering.
Yeah, we had a lot of fun putting it together.
We did. And remember, your Social Security journey is unique. There's no one-size-fits-all approach, so take what you've learned, explore those resources, and most importantly, don't be afraid to ask questions. The Social Security Administration is there to help. Until next time, happy planning, everyone!